for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. And the Curtis & Son Funeral Home, I want to let you know that we are adjusting as per the state of Alabama Department of Public Health. And we have set our chapel where there are 6 feet between chairs. There's a total of 50 chairs in the chapel. You've got to practice that social distancing right now, and that's what we're doing. Our doors are open at Curtis & Son Funeral Home. We encourage you to use that social distancing and sanitation with your hands, and if you feel comfortable wearing a mask, we urge you to do that as well. And for all your funeral service needs, since 1975, we've been here for you. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Curtis & Son Funeral Home. Graveside service for Mrs. Jeanette Krim Cunningham, age 102, will be Wednesday at 11 a.m. from Coleman Cemetery with Pastor Billy Bedford officiating. Online condolences at terrysmortuary.com. Visitation is today from 3 p.m. until 7 p.m. at the funeral home. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary, Talladega, directing. Lamar E. Smith, age 87, died Monday. Funeral arrangement to be announced by Radley Smith Funeral Home. Brandy Whaley, age 44, of Chelsea, died at her residence on this morning. Funeral arrangements to be announced by Radley Smith Funeral Home, Sylacauga. Mr. Arthur Brown Hammond, age 73, of Talladega, died on May the 9th. Funeral service will be held, graveside service, Wednesday at 11 a.m. from Oak Hill Cemetery in Talladega. In lieu of donations or flowers, you can turn to someone near you and say, "I love you." Say it out loud. Sit for a while, tell them a joke, or weave a riddle, and share a story. That's what Mr. Hammond was known for. He was a loving guy and had those one-liners, and he'll certainly be missed for sure. Online condolences at earthstreetfuneralhome.com. Earth Street Funeral Home, Talladega, directing. George Morris Hartsfield, age 80, died Monday. The family will have a graveside service 11 a.m. Saturday, May 16th at Oak Hill Cemetery with Andy Hartsfield officiating. Mr. Hartsfield was a member of the Beamiston Baptist Church and worked at Beamiston Bagg and Weaver and Sons as a structural and civil engineer. Online condolences at earthstreetfuneralhome.com. Earth Street Funeral Home, Talladega, directing. And Samuel Jones, age 74, died May 9th. Funeral arrangements to be announced later by Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary. That is a look at obituaries this morning, brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Curtis & Son Funeral Home.